Forecast. I am using the Aquarian Tarot by David Palladini. We have got some beautiful, beneficial transits happening this month. Thank you for choosing me for your private readings and for subscribing to the channel. We have Jupiter on December 2nd, exiting Sagittarius for his annual transit, and he enters Capricorn on December 2nd, and he remains there through the 18th of December of 2020. So you have almost a full year with Jupiter influencing your career sector, Aries. Capricorn is your authority sector, and it's near your midheaven at the top of the chart, assuming that Aries is your ascendant sign. So please watch your ascendant and your moon sign for a full dose of the cosmos. We do have solar energy for the Aries sun forecast here as well, but it's always beneficial to watch your ascendant because that actually starts the position of your chart at the 9 o'clock hand. That's your first sector. So your career is positively influenced, and there are big moves here. This is the planet of expansion and faith. So there is a career move, and some people are exiting jobs and retiring. They've reached a certain level of experience in their job and they're able to move on. This is clear for promotional energy, Aries, and prosperity, doing what you do and receiving what you're worth for it. If you're unhappy with what you do, there is the ability to expand your limits and take possibly what you've learned. Jupiter loves the knowledge, governing normally the 9th house on the solar wheel, taking what you've learned and doing this on your own, applying it to your own course of business or consulting. Some of you are reaching limits and owning your own businesses at this stage. Jupiter can help. The energy of Jupiter is lucky and puts you in the right place at the right time. And all of this luck is positioned in the 10th house of career, the status, title, name change, and authority sector. This is a paternal sector. So this will affect you in a positive way. And I'm anxious to see what develops in your career throughout the year. On the 9th of December, Mercury enters Sagittarius, and this is the communication planet, the planet of information and data. Through the 28th of December, Mercury will be stationed in the 9th house of higher learning, education and foreign travel, belief systems, philosophies and religions and political beliefs. Mercury is very detailed energy, so for students and teachers, even writers and travelers, there's a lot of information that you're able to access. And writers, I'm getting a lot in journalism right now because Mercury is the planet of expression, and having him in the 9th house of what is distant to you and foreign cultures, there could be beautiful pieces written in addition to traveling and writing, and editors and people who are on journeys, bloggers. There's so many career placements that have to do with writing and expression. So that is where Aries can excel from December 9th through the 28th. On 12/12, at 12/12, wow, we have a full moon at 19 degrees of Gemini. That's kind of cool. Numerically, I feel like there's always symbolism, and the angel numbers exist, and there's a whole book about them. I think it's from, what is her name? Joanne something? The angel number book. If you know it, put it on the bottom. I think it's Joanne something. There's numbers that are associated with angels, and 1212 is one of them. It's an angelic number, and I feel like the repetitiveness is fitting for Gemini, the duality of that. There's a closure afforded to Aries in the third house of siblings and transportation. Some of you are saying goodbye to the vehicle and upgrading. There's also closing the door on a sibling argument or rivalry or discord here. And there's something to be revealed and seen around the 12th. The illumination of the full moon brings a clarity and a reveal. On the 15th, Jupiter trines Uranus. So now that Jupiter's stationed in Earth, the Earth energy of Capricorn, he'll trine Uranus at an exact 2 degrees on the 15th. They're both at 2 degrees of the Earth signs, Uranus in Taurus. So your career sector and your money sector, circle the 15th. That day, and actually the 14th and 16th would apply as well, but the 15th especially are sudden improvements in your finances and developments, insight and inspiration, a big inspired revelation. The combination, the harmonious combination of Jupiter and Uranus can be powerful. There's an eruption between the 10th house of career and the 2nd house of money and earnings and self-worth and empowerment. So people should be able to pay you what you're worth, and some people can't afford you. And that's just the reality. Ooh. Okay, I'm getting a whole message. Some people can't afford you, and that's a good thing. Because the message I'm getting, the feeling I'm getting from this is, hey, weed out the weak. For those people who can't afford you, you're not meant to work with them. Keep it moving. You don't need something. No one's needing anything. Take the need out of it. If they value your work, if they value your brain, they'll pay you. So I'm getting a message about taking the desperation out of work energy and come from a place of higher value and raise your price tag. On the 20th, Venus enters Aquarius. Beautiful. This is great for technology, online presence, and dating online. The 11th house of the internet and social friendships, clubs, and groups. This is a harmonious energy in the 11th house of who you are connected to. So this is working for you from the 20th on through the 31st and halfway into January. Venus is attraction, attracting the right tribe to you, Aries. We have our winter solstice on the 21st. The sun enters Capricorn. Wow, conjunct the Jupiter's energy, such a powerful 10th house. Aries is making moves in career and elevating your status. We have a Christmas eclipse on the 25th and 26th, depending on where you're located. There's a new moon solar eclipse at 4 degrees of Capricorn in the early morning hours of the 26th. So there is a fresh clearing of energy afforded to you in career. Think big, aim big. This is game changer time in this 10th house. Let's see what's here in the tarot. I love the images of these cards. I'm also running a Thanksgiving special, although I will not be, I'm booked this last week in readings, the remaining 4 days of the month, but we can book for December. Thank you for choosing me. The special is for the price of a 45-minute reading. You will receive a full hour, which is an Astro Tarot upgrade. And I'll apply your birth chart in with the tarot for a full reading. And that is $130 as opposed to $165. So Aries, here are your cards for the month of December. Yep. Upgrade. King of Coins. The master of your environment and occupation. So the king is the highest level of earnings and security, success, driven. What I'm getting is there's a drive to get more and to believe you deserve more. There could be an earth sign assisting you in career, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Wow, the Seven of Coins is actually the ladder, the upward travel. You are getting promoted this month. In fact, if you aren't, it's time to reconsider what you're doing. Unless you're extremely happy and everything's good, but I feel like this is the time frame for Aries to take a jump up, a 12-year cycle. Jupiter hasn't affected your career in a very long time, 12-year period of time. Again, Knight of Coins, the protector of your health and wealth. You have 3 coin cards here. Wow. And the 5. And this one is about that believing you are worth it. The 5 has to do with a lack mentality. And you have 4 coin cards here. The King and the Knight, the 7 and the 5. It's about your work. It's also about leveraging. Thank you. That's the word. Level up, leverage your experience, your abilities. You have a certain trade or skill, you should be paid for it. And just because everyone or anyone can do something, you're trained. You have so some of you are specifically skilled and have certain training that you're not getting paid extra for. And not everyone should be making the same amount. So some of you are just kind of getting what this group or someone is getting paid equally, but you have specific training, so you're getting more. I want to pull one more card for you. The Knight of Swords. Also, you can rewrite your resume and your bio at any time. Even if you are happy where you are in your career and in your work life, sometimes just putting energy into opening the laptop, freshening things up, changing a font, taking some things out, editing, revising. You're showing the universe you're preparing for change, taking steps towards something you deserve, bettering yourself. So the little steps that we can take are also big steps because it's just energy, it's action. And what you put out is mirrored back. I appreciate you, and I got that from the Sword card because it's an orator card, the expressor, the writer, and you can make revisions at any time just to keep it fresh. Okay, I'm wishing you a happy holiday and all that good stuff. Thank you for choosing me, and I'll see you in 2020. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.